Julius, good to see you virtually.
Sure.
All
Yes.
the best to the fam on your end. Just heading into this season, year under your belt in New York, a lot of new faces, a lot of promising guys joining this team. Just talk to me about your approach as we get started here after 8 months away from the game.
Just be a pro about what I'm doing every day. Come in, try to help everybody as much as I can, and just take everything day by day. Not look at the whole picture of things, but just try to take everything day by day, get better every day, and just lock in.
Mark Berman, New York Post.
Hey, Julius, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, the Knicks drafted Obi Toppin, and he sort of plays a similar position to you, and there's been talk about how you guys are going to fit on the court together. I was wondering what you thought about playing on the same floor as him and how you can complement each other, and what you think about his athleticism.
Yeah, athletic player from what I know. I haven't seen much of him on the court, but athletic and shoot it, run the floor. So I think we'll be able to complement each other very well. The game is positionless now, so to have many guys being able to be versatile and do different things and play different positions will be great.
Bomadelli from Knicks Digital.
After being in New York for 1 year, what is your biggest lesson learned?
My biggest lesson learned? I don't know. It's an adjustment anywhere you go. I don't know if it's about being in New York or anywhere else. I think you learn everything. You learn things every year. I'll talk to coach about it. The minute you stop learning or think you stop learning, you should stop playing. So I don't care if it's New York, New Orleans, or LA. I learn something every year, regardless.
Ian Begley, SMY.
Julius, thanks for doing this, man. I hope your friends and family are doing okay. You had mentioned, you learn something every year, regardless of where you are. But I think one thing that was different for you just coming into last year was they were asking you to be the number one option, to be a leader, to, get everybody involved just in ways that you hadn't been asked before. I just wanted to know, what did you learn about that role, and how comfortable did you grow into it over the course of the season? And you're also probably going to see that role again this year, given what the roster's looking like.
Yeah, it was just a process. A lot of times you go out, as a young player and coming up, and you just really got to worry about your game. And for me, it was about, putting others before me, the caring part of it, and trying to make everybody else better. And, you got to learn how to do that. And, that was the biggest thing for me, is just learning how to make people better, have a plan behind, what you're trying to do, and not, easy for a young player. You just go out there and play. There's more of a plan about what you're trying to do with film and all that type of stuff.
Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Julius, how you doing? Regarding your fit next to Obi, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You played almost exclusively at the 4 last season. Do you think you can play the 5? Do you think you can play the 3? I mean, can you talk about that fit, how that might happen?
I'd be up to coach. I played the 5 before, though.
All right. Next question comes from Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey, Julius, hope you're well. I know the league just came out with the schedule, and after the bubble, I know you have a young family, young son. Are you concerned at all about what you guys are facing this year? I think you guys are on the road 14 out of the first 19 games. Does that concern you, how you're going to face this?
I think the league has done a great job of putting the proper protocols and, making sure that, we're as safe as possible. I think it'll be weird for my son, my wife as well, but, more for my son, who's seen dad at home every day for the past 9 months or so. So it'll be an adjustment for him. But as far as the health precautions and stuff, the league has done a great job, and everybody within the organization and around the NBA is doing a great job of, putting the players first and making sure we stay healthy.
Rebecca Harlow, MSG.
Julius, you and I have talked in the past about how from day one you learned a lot from Kobe in terms of just the work ethic that it requires in this league day after day. Tibbs is that same sort of mentality who he, not everything's earned and the work and the drive. What excites you about playing for a coach like that demands that kind of accountability?
You just said it right there. It's just the accountability part of it. Us being held to a higher standard every practice, every play, and us being coached. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. He doesn't miss anything, so I'm excited about that.
Mark Berman, New York Post.
Hey, Julius. Yeah, I heard, you worked out a lot in Dallas, and I heard you, really seemed to make some strides. Is there one area or two area this offseason that you were looking to improve on? And when you look at last season, I mean, your numbers are terrific. But is there anything you want to bring differently this coming season?
I had a long time to work on my game, a long time to digest the film, break it down. So, it's a loaded question. There's obviously certain things that you pick out in the offseason that you really focus on, but this offseason was a little bit longer. So, there was a bunch of different things that and changes that I can make and tweak and got better.
We have time for two more questions. The next question comes from Steph Bondi, The Daily News.
Just wondering what this Kentucky element has been like for you. There's now 5 players from Kentucky. Kenny Payne's here. What's that been like for you?
Oh, it's great. It speaks to a testament of Coach Cal and, his program of putting the players first and, making our dreams come true or helping our dreams come true. So it's been great. And, to have a guy who recruited me to go to Kentucky that, I have a great relationship with, and KP is amazing as well. So I'm excited about it, to see some familiar faces and just excited to get ready and get going.
Our last question comes from Spencer Julian, MSG.
Hey, Julius. So with you guys not playing in the bubble last year, you didn't get to experience, playing without fans in the arena. How is that going to be for you guys? And have you talked to anybody about, kind of leaning on each other to kind of get that extra energy, that extra push?
Yeah, there really won't be a true home court advantage, I guess, without the fans. But, everybody's going to have to bring their own energy from a night-to-night basis. It's going to take us, to be a little extra mentally sharp and focused on what we need to do. And, something that we've expected for a long time. So it'll be an adjustment, but, hopefully we can get fans back sooner than later.